poetic language and theme. Dylan Thomas and Robert Frost were two great poets of the first half of the 20th century. In their poems, you'll see how figurative language helps express these poets' themes. First, please take a look at this video.
Hi, it's Rosa here. We're getting ready for a surprise party for my sister, and my job is to write a special poem for the occasion. Putting my feelings into words is kind of hard for me. In English class, we have just read some poems that use comparisons, imagery, and structure to express feelings. Maybe I could do that in my poem. It's worth a try, right? In his poem, Fern Hill, Dylan Thomas uses language to explain how he feels when he writes. Happy as the grass was green. Green is the very essence of grass. His words express happiness much better than writing very happy. Instead, he used a simile, a figure of speech that compares two things, using the words like or as. In the same poem, Dylan Thomas also uses metaphors to express his feelings. A metaphor is also a figure of speech that compares two things, but without using the word like or as. Thomas writes, "And as I was green and carefree." The narrator isn't saying he was literally green. Rather, this comparison suggests the narrator was as innocent and untouched as a young green leaf. These comparisons are examples of imagery. Imagery is descriptive or figurative language that creates a mental picture for readers. But comparisons are not the only examples of imagery in Thomas's poem. Fern Hill is so rich with images of childhood that it chokes me up. For instance, when he writes, "I was prince of the apple towns," I imagine a boy sitting in the boughs of an apple tree, surveying his kingdom. And when he speaks of lamb white days, I really get one of the poem's themes or messages about the innocence of childhood. Robert Frost also uses a lot of images of nature. In his poem, "Nothing Gold Can Stay." For instance, listen to this line. Nature's first green is gold. This is another metaphor. Frost isn't saying that green is literally gold. He is referring to a color that is common in young leaves, particularly where he lived. And he is saying that gold is precious, and so is nature's first green. Since nature's first green represents youth, youth is precious and does not last long. That theme is expressed by the poem in other ways too. Listen to the meter, the arrangement of words based on rhythm, accents, and number of syllables in this line. Her hardest hue to hold. Every other syllable is emphasized. The strong meter and the very short lines emphasize how quickly everything passes in nature and in life. I finished the poem for my sister. Using comparisons, imagery, and structure made a big difference. I know she'll like it.